Hey everyone, we're back with some showcase. We got the early access, and we're gonna see how far we can last tonight. All right.
When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his Future Shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table.
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now, this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night, Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell, or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction.
Hate is a word we don't use a lot on WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have for each other.
These two have vowed to destroy each other, to end each other's careers here at Hell in a Cell.
The final match in an epic trilogy. I don't know if either of them is going to be able to survive tonight.
Flat out power into the scoop slam.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight?
You got to think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's going to be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre's been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision? It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre. Lifted and completely helpless here.
Crushing the windpipe.
Momentum is running away from Punk.
We've called Drew McIntyre a lot of things over the years, but tonight Punk has brought out the psychopath in him.
He connects with a counter. Looks like he's trying to regain some control here.
But Punk has to push now while the window's open.
This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a...
From way up, diving double axe handle. Point of the elbow, nailed it. Oh, a deafening blow to the chest. Got him where he wants him. Up and Falcon Arrow.
And a small package here.
No, he kicks out.
The ref didn't even get to 2. Insult and injury. Brutal combination.
Big elbow drop.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
Big impact off the neck breaker.
You can tell he's struggling to gather his bearings.
Turning the tables.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
Serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
Into the ring again now. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell.
And whatever frustrations he may have right now, that sledgehammer will allow him to smash his way through all of them. CM Punk has been going to that place, has been letting the devil out.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career, but if this means the end of my career, so be it, because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
Well, that just speaks volumes to how deeply under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre managed to get. Will that close Punk out?
The cover! Not even a 2 count! What unbelievable power!
We have just witnessed next level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
And you know McIntyre loves a challenge, but he better not let his opponent hang around for too long. Smack with the 12-pound projectile.
What an axe handle.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
Russian leg sweep.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
Gets out of dodge.
Oh, disturbing impact. Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence. Oh, what a boot from McIntyre.
Barbaric clubbing blow. Mongolian chop.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be. And finally, baseball becomes a lot more interesting.
Look in his eyes. He has the bat on his side, and I don't think there's any reasoning with him now. He's making his intentions known to everyone in the arena. Something tells me he's looking to hit more than a home run here.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
And his head is taking even more damage. And a stomp to the gut.
Punk avoids the attack.
Oh, what a tackle. He might have him here.
Is this it?
No idea what he's planning here.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything good, Cole. Whoa, literally battered and bruised right there. Oh, repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already.
Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some. Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
Just wailing away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl.
Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already.
Holding nothing back, striking over and over.
What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep. No way Drew's getting up now. Jeez, this is turning into batting practice now.
And McIntyre on the receiving end again.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
He's heading back to the ring.
Huge kick connects. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre here.
What an axe handle. Precision elbow strike.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk's psyche all over the place because he's clouded by rage?
Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
He finds a counter to McIntyre there.
Big time height on that kick.
This place is going in. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Sharpshooter is applied. One last gasp effort, and that'll do it.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now!
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Looks like he's coming back in. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Retrieving a wrench from underneath the ring.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men who are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
And he very quickly counters. Boom, snaps the leg across the head. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I don't have my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies.
CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something.
Maybe not, maybe not!
Abandoning the pin and deciding he still has more work to do.
Rollins in the line of fire.
Caught with the lariat. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out.
Taking flight.
You gotta be kidding me!
Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
Into the barricade.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight.
Oh, Mongolian chop!
Reversal! And that turns things around. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worth launching.
It knew what was coming there.
Rollins steers clear of that. Great job refocusing to reverse that.
Oh, colliding with a barricade. Returning back to the ring. He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Into the crowd. The referee's count is in effect. Don't know what the plan is here.
Oh, you know, just mingling with the people.
Clogged with the back fist.
And a war is being waged out in the sea of fans.
These people didn't know that had front row seats.
Struck with a calf kick. Cooler heads perhaps prevailing now. Has to be heading back to the ring to beat the referee's count.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Heading into the crowd now. This could get dangerous. The fans in the front rows are getting their money's worth tonight.
Hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Pile driver! Spiked him. CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble a year ago and was out of action for over 6 months. Punk says that tonight he's completely healed. But Wade, you're an athlete. Never divulge the extent of your injuries, right?
Oh, I absolutely would. For sympathy.
Real classy, Wade.
And Seth has to love this. Has to love seeing the pain starting to set in on the face of CM Punk.
Into the pin, this could be it. His opponent has to play and pass him. Shoulder. Oh, he is sadistic. That's the only way to explain why he just abandoned that pin attempt.
And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
Saying I hit your move, they sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet. Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up? And a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that the cover isn't enough to close this out.
And he kicks out of the pin and one.
I'm impressed by this level of resilience deep into a match. What stamina.
Flatliner into the middle turnbuckle.
Seth Rollins.
Huge stop. Is it enough to overcome Punk?
Cover. And a kick out. What on earth?
Simply unreal. Potentially inhuman. Kicking out at one. How on earth?
Rollins is starting to lose his temper. He needs to put that aside and refocus. Oh, things now not going well for CM Punk.
Rollins refusing to let up on Punk, and Punk is absolutely defenseless right now.
And now propped up in the corner.
By Rollins. That patented high impact.
Seth Rollins with a
Stop! Here's Seth's big chance. And looking for the pin here.
Oh, he was almost finished.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
What a battle Rollins has waged so far, but he's not finished yet. A relentless continued assault from Rollins.
Yeah, Rollins looks possessed, clearly looking to destroy CM Punk.
Calculating the next move here. Oh, God, face first.
From above. Ooh.
Using the elbow as a weapon. Look at this. This can't be good.
Oh, knee right through the stomach.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Seth Rollins now looking completely dominant.
Vintage Falcon Arrow. CM Punk is in a distressing spot.
Rollins is set to slay. Knees up. Knees were up. All the breath taken out of their body with that counter. Oh, what an axe handle.
CM Punk looking to end things here.
Gotta sleep.
That could end Rollins right now.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around. He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Boom! He's able to dodge that one in time. Picture-perfect drop kick.
Rollins has him.
Restlessly hurled through the air.
Oh, Seth gets caught with a counter. Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Nails the GTS. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
2 count. What in the world?
Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call. I don't know how.
Shoulders down. CM Punk might have him. Kicks out before the 2 count.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he is refusing to stay down here.
Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though.
Chop block.
Oh, he fends that off.
Going for the cover. He might just have it.
Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman.
Something's lost it!
So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank and the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance in WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ula Fala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ula Fala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ula Fala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with a Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, 2 men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling. Each of these 3 men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. The taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're 2 of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's Michaels' talents in CM Punk's corner tonight, though. The question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man's strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
CM Punk
Seth's eyes look glazed over.
covers, wasting no time.
This could be it. Rollins staying in this thing. Some could even say he's far too stubborn to have things end like that.
It's not often we see the tribal chief held up at the 1-yard line. You have to think Roman will want to dial up that maneuver one more time.
Oh, Rollins is in for it.
Sit out, pile driver.
My God! Did you hear that chair shot?
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Driven into the chair.
There's no way that didn't do some permanent damage, guys. Clothesline to the back of the neck.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. There's a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years. Ooh, stinging kick.
He's locked up here. Punk never saw that coming. Gets lifted into position.
Oh, and an uncovered roll here. Stacked high.
And the count stopped short of 2.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How is he still going like this?
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now? He'll make his way to the ring.
Out of the turnbuckle.
A focused blow to the back of the head there.
Not a good spot to be in.
Set down hard. Oh, kick connected right on target.
Oh, strong knee connects.
Versatility from Rollins. Placing him in the corner. Ooh, and fights back. Getting carried to a vulnerable position. Oh, man.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him.
Counter. He knew just what to do. Power slam. Roman Reigns ready to go.
Super punch.
Here he comes. Roman Reigns about to pull his opponent away. No getting up from this. Sends the knee to the face. That'll stop you. Oh, what a club.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Oh, buckle bomb.
He's perched in the corner. Seth stalking into it. Stop.
We've seen this win matches for Rollins.
And this could be it.
2 count. He stays alive. He stays alive.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And we know Rollins has a temper. You have to think he's starting to get in his own head a bit. Sliding into the ring now.
Quick thinking right there. Rollins just dropping heavy bombs here.
Small package driver. Good technique reversing Rollins.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
Big counter from Reigns. Ooh! Cuts the attack off. Oof! Oh, he cuts it off.
Thunderous power slam.
And Punk gets countered there. Being placed in the corner here.
Battering them with repeated clotheslines in the corner.
He quickly slides into the ring.
This could be it. It could end right here.
Oh, just like that. He stops the referee's count.
Yeah, he was not willing to chance things at all.
Assaulting the knee with purpose.
The wear and tear on Punk must be turning his insides out at this point.
Oh my God, that hurt. And now Reigns is, here's the cover. Does he have him? Breaking up the pin right there. Fisherman suplex.
Seth dodges that attack. Superman punch.
He gets into the ring.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
What a counter by Rollins. Wow, lights out. Heading to the top now.
Stalking from above.
Reigns checking under the ring net.
Blast off. Crossbody from the top.
And it looks like, oh yeah, he is indeed bleeding now. Roman Reigns, target acquired, locked in. That could be Punk's demise. And into the pin.
There's two, and a kick out. No one saw that coming.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
Roman has been denied. This is not something we're used to seeing, and by the looks of things, neither is
Rollins looking to end it.
Seth Rollins with a massive stop.
Did Rollins get enough of
The
it?
cover.
Oh, and our official got too close to danger there.
He was prepared for this. He knew this match would go the distance.
Oh, and a neck breaker. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is CM Punk now. Connects with a Uranagi and text.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. He's headed out to the ringside area, and now he gets back into the ring.
There it is! The spear! That spells doom for Rollins.
And now Punk, kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang! Spear! Stop! Everybody down!
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here, handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas.
Calf kick on the money.
Shoulders down. CM Punk might have him. He kicked out. Oh my God, he kicked out.
His resiliency on another run.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
Two. Oh, and he just kicked out.
The head of the table almost went to the back of the line on that one. Roman better get it together.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
That's smart. Taking the one to count.
Why stop the count now? He must be out of his mind. He practically had the match won.
Here you go.
Both arms hooked. That could finish off Roman.
I'm going to say it. This is a career-defining match for these competitors.
A landmark moment for them. Something we'll look back on in the future.
Chess match of counters and reversions. Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
The cover. Not letting it happen.
He saw his window closing there.
Ah, look at this. Just cranking it out.
But now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
Submission locked in tight. He's got to fight. That's it. That's a tap.
Here is your winner,
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE. eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different in the WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX. Are you ready? The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is going to happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again?
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
I think he's still just getting warmed up.
Brett lining him up from the top turnbuckle. From the top.
Oh, a malfunction at the junction.
The wherewithal to counter HBK.
Down with the leg drop.
And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone.
Playing possum, shoulders down.
And he doesn't let the pin last long at all.
Clearly going to take a lot more to keep this superstar down for the count. Literally.
And he heads back into the ring. He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Oh, he gets blasted into the steel steps.
Delivered into the barricade.
Nimbly moving into a schoolboy.
The pin for the championship.
Breaking his own pin here. Not sure if that's wise of him at this point.
Launched right out of the ring.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
This is how Brett wanted it. A public assault of Michaels in front of the Canadian people.
Looks like Michaels getting back in the ring.
Oh, HB shizzle, not above some mind games, it appears.
He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a countout. Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Brett and Sean use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Brett and Sean have called each other.
Shawn Michaels has run into trouble.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
Sudden cutoff from Brett.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
Swift takedown.
He's looking to take things to the outside now. Bringing this back into the ring. And something Brett has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him to survive at the Survivor Series.
Whoa, where did that backbreaker come from?
Watching, waiting, and we know exactly what he's thinking.
Boom! Read that one.
Spotted.
This personal rivalry goes so far back. You could... Figure four. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want...
Figure 4. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. Got him in the corner now. Oh, timely boot.
Ooh, and he stops that offense. And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise breakdown.
Lift off! Diving hammer strike!
Just like that, Shawn evades.
Backdrop suplex!
Oh, man!
Michaels now looking to put the final nail in the Hitman's coffin.
To Hitman now taking his opponent down. Grapevine locked in. Sharp shoot.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Held around like a ragdoll. Evades the attack, and not a moment too soon. Insult to injury there.
Had Michaels scouted there.
Forced into the corner and needs to stay on the defensive.
The ring post, figure 4 leg lock applied. Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
Ooh, nice Russian leg sweep. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
The belly.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
Leg drop. Discus clothesline.
Decapitating.
And now the Hitman is dissecting the opposition.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
What's he got in store?
Uh-oh.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
High impact crossbody.
Another unprotected shot straight to his head.
From the top. Elbow drop.
What's this? He's going back up again. Stalking from above.
And Bret up the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
And now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Fez press! Fez press!
Wow. Oh, my God.
Going for the pin. Title on the line. A defiant kick out after one.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match.
Step through. Here it comes. Bret Hart. Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter. Submission hold locked in.
And this has to be...
Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring. First up is a trip to the land of the extreme, ECW. When I first made it to WWE, I started on their ECW brand, but I always wondered how I do in the original ECW. Who would I face, you ask? Who is CM Punk's dream ECW opponent? Well, you know me, I aim high. And if I went to ECW and didn't call out the king of the deathmatch, the hardcore icon, if I didn't call out Cactus Jack to show me what extreme truly means, then what am I even doing here? The most violent of Mick Foley's alter egos, Cactus Jack tormented foes in the United States, Puerto Rico, Japan, basically anywhere that had glass, barbed wire, and fire was a place he wanted to compete. But I'd want my match to be at Hardcore Heaven 1994, a show made famous when the fans threw so many chairs into the ring it covered both Cactus and Terry Funk as well.
Please do not throw chairs into the ring! Stop the chairs!
Cactus Jack was a master of the Falls Count Anywhere match. It allowed him to be at his very best, and that is exactly what I want here. Whether you take me into battle or side with Cactus, you need to know that you're going to be in for a fight. But proving yourself against CM Punk is just as valuable as proving yourself as CM Punk, so you win either way. And I get to live out my dream no matter what.
CM Punk is here, and he is ready to return to the extreme.
Falls Count Anywhere in the ECW arena against Cactus Jack. I have a feeling that extreme will only be scratching the surface during this match.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Taking nothing away from Punk, an ECW World Champion in his own right. Is he truly ready for tonight? Because the ECW that CM Punk was a part of and the ECW that Cactus Jack was a part of are two completely different breeds.
Very true, but Punk has always embodied the heart and soul of ECW, no matter what era. And we know he's got a big enough chip on his shoulder to want to prove that at any cost tonight.
What we should really worry about is what Cactus Jack plans to do to Punk's heart and soul tonight. Because if Cactus has his way, it won't be pretty. And it won't be for the faint of heart.
CM Punk ready to go to battle. Ready to stand toe-to-toe with ECW's infamous Cactus Jack.
A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
Whether it's in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Tokyo, Japan, or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Cactus Jack is revered as the most sacred of all hardcore icons around the world. And with the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation tonight, he might just drag CM Punk all the way around the globe during this match. Two men who have no problem making a show of force to get their message across.
And there is no better stipulation in no better venue to make such a show of force than a Falls Count Anywhere match in the ECW arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it. Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Taking things back into the ring.
Hoisted up. Big power slam.
Smartly dipping out of harm's way. Oh, boom!
To the sky. Good Lord, taking flight.
Like a heat-seeking missile right on target.
And just as destructive.
Cactus absorbing some offense already. Almost an appetizer for this sadist.
Even though Cactus Jack and CM Punk have never faced off in the ring, Punk has had confrontations with Mick Foley in the past. In 2012, Punk brutally attacked Mick backstage.
And that attack almost led to a Survivor Series match where Punk and Foley would have served as team captains. But as they say so often, cards subject to change.
Well, I, for one, am glad. That match would have been a battle by proxy. This one is a hardcore war happening right in front of our eyes.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Oh, yeah, Punk's not backing down to Cactus here. Far from it. Oh, and a clothesline. Fans have long awaited this showdown as Punk and Jack's paths have never quite crossed.
Indeed, Corey. Around the time Cactus Jack was winding down his full-time career, CM Punk's career was just beginning. While Cactus did have a brief in-ring return as Mick Foley in 2006, it ended a few months before CM Punk's debut.
And in both of those cases, Father Time had a hand in determining
Cactus Jack can really brawl with... Oh, no, I can't imagine what's going to happen next.
I can't wait to find out. Sharp jab. Series of strikes to the back. It's just a beat down.
Boom! One step ahead there. Wow.
Struck with a calf kick. Good Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair. Escaped just in time. absolutely relentless offense here.
And he retaliates. Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
And down for the count.
Shoulders up before two. Whoa, what a high kick. Bashing away with that hockey stick.
Oh! Jack just got out of there.
Oh, throwing that hockey stick.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the...
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Oh, no, I can't imagine what's going to happen next.
I can't wait to find out. Holding nothing back on top of this entrance ramp.
He gets back into the ring.
Punk is locked in on his opponent now. Oh, what an accident.
Perched up top. A diving knee drop. CM Punk headed to the top rope.
From the top.
Oh, the knees at the last second.
Strong counter from Punk.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something big here. What a counter! Both of these men known for their expertise in match types like this. And CM Punk and Cactus Jack approach a Falls Count Anywhere situation with differing skill sets. Wouldn't you say, Corey?
Absolutely.
Wait! Something of a cocky decision, him just stopping the pin like that.
Oh, my gosh!
Looking for something big here.
Incoming!
Tremendous impact.
Eyes are fixed, looking to victimize his target.
Oh, catapulting down on the opponent.
Boom! Great in-ring IQ on display there.
Oh, and an elbow caught him and cleared him to the floor. Lifted and completely helpless here. That's the pin. This might be it. The ref not even getting to one.
You have got to be joking me. Not even a 1 count. How?
Looking for a scoop slam, but from behind.
Inverted DDT.
Oh, clawing the eye. Cactus Jack. Jack might have this wrapped up.
Shoulders are down. Oh, my God, did you see that? Kick out at 1.
How on earth?
I think there's still some shock in the air over the fact that that didn't produce a pinfall.
Violent artistry courtesy of Cactus Jack and CM Punk. That's what this bloodthirsty crowd clearly wanted. And now that is exactly what they are getting at both of these men's expenses, physically and mentally.
Fishing for something beneath the ring.
And grabbing the good old kendo stick here.
Coming back from the outside now. Big back body drop. One elevation. And maybe not, maybe not.
He knows the goal is to win the match, right?
Yeah, what's he doing? Oh, he flips that around.
One response after another, back and forth we go.
Oh, what a headbutt.
Elbow lands hard.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Get this back into the ring now.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Jeez, that's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, man.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Oh, man. Did you hear the snap of the kendo stick?
Back and forth. Neither Punk nor Cactus Jack relenting. Talk about an absolute battle.
A battle of wills with both of these men showing the ultimate willpower. Just an all-time violent classic we're witnessing right now.
Lands the elbow.
Caving in the ribcage. Man, that is going to leave some serious welts.
An unrelenting assault being brought to Cactus Jack.
Oh, yeah. Punk's not backing down to Cactus here. Far from it. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
That gets reversed on CM Punk.
Locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidated. Just got clobbered. Unexpected result there. Brutalizing his opponent with a mandible claw.
And a count stopped short of 2.
Incredible resilience this deep into the match.
Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
Got him on that turnbuckle.
Both superstars perched up high.
Not from up there.
Avalanche Hurricane Rana. Look at the eyes, piercing daggers right now.
Check out the springboard.
The springboard attack fails to land. He has the target right where he wants it.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Getting clubbed by the axe handle.
Oof! Knee strike connects.
Fends it off. Good counter.
What an axe handle. Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Yes, CM Punk is looking to inflict as much punishment as he can to truly slow Cactus Jack down.
Cactus Jack headed ringside one more time.
He's looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick.
Counter. He knew just what to do.
Jack just got out of there. Oh, what an axe handle.
And again, his head is the target of this attack.
At this point, I don't know how he's still standing.
Put in the corner now.
CM Punk really trying to up the ante at this point as he climbs the turnbuckles and drags his opponent up there too. Arms hooked up. Oh, God. The
There is no coming back from that.
Oh, and shoulders down. Got the cover.
Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a violent match this was. CM Punk has to have been feeling some kind of catharsis, making it through this, and most importantly, making it through Cactus Jack.
While Punk may have won the battle, but the thing about a sadist like Cactus Jack is that he has no problem soldiering on with the war.
Yeah, CM Punk and Cactus Jack just went through hell here. But we know for a fact that's where Cactus Jack feels most comfortable, win or lose. Punk deserves to celebrate, but he should also watch his back from now on.
Alright, that's it for me. We'll be back tomorrow, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!